or you should have received a survey and a program. And please fill out the survey as completely and honestly as humanly possible. How many of you guys are already finished with the survey? Cool. Okay. So I will give those who are not done an additional 5 minutes, and then we can start the show. Hope you enjoy. Thank you. But not between science and religion. Their worlds are different and methods similar. Science investigates, religion interprets. Science gives man knowledge, which is power. Religion gives man wisdom, which is control. Science deals mainly with the facts. Religion deals mainly with values. The two are not rivals. They are complementary. Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King, Jr.
Glad you were able to come down during your winter break. How's college going so far?
It's actually going pretty good this semester. My teachers, they're kind of chill, and the homework's almost manageable. I mean, there are a couple all-nighters here and there, and I get about 4 hours of sleep at night, so that's pretty cool. But I've been dying for some home-cooked food.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, college food is great for the first few weeks or so, but you get sick and tired of eating McDonald's and top ramen every day. What are you making?
Mac and cheese.
You know how I love mac and cheese.
That's why I made it.
I've already told you that you're my favorite mom in the whole wide world.
I'm the only mom you have.
Exactly.
Whatever. How's that roommate of yours?
You mean Marissa? She's playing 3 people at the same time. You think they'd figure it out right now. As soon as she sends one out, the other one walks right in. But God, are they oblivious. Sorry, Mom.
You don't have anyone you're seeing?
Mom.
What? I'm just saying.
Okay, I did go to this one party, though. It was so fun. Actually, there was this whole week where Marissa dragged me out of the dorm room to make some new friends and meet new people. It was one of the funnest weeks I've had in my life. Almost as fun as Sam's birthday party.
You mean the one where you threw up all over the jumping house they had?
Exactly. Good lessons were learned on both of those days.
I don't even want to know. Do you get any studying and schoolwork done?
Of course I do. I also just find time to have fun.
You mean you procrastinate and wait till the last minute on all of your assignments?
No. Maybe a little bit. Okay, yeah, I procrastinate, but I'm a successful procrastinator.
Okay, Miss Successful Procrastinator. Have you figured out what you're going to church tomorrow?
So about that. I don't really know if I believe in God anymore. I mean, I've been learning so much in college,
Oh,
and
have you lost your mind? What do you mean you don't think you believe in God anymore? Either you do or you don't. I raised
Mom,
you to...
can you just hear me out?
It's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, so in my biology class, we learned about natural selection and evolution, and I didn't agree with most of it at first because of what you had taught me. But then when I tried to make sense of it, it didn't make sense to me. I mean, we learned about Darwin and natural selection, about how whales came from hippos.
Oh, how in the world could a whale come from a hippo, Rosalind Mendel? God created everything in this world. He didn't create something that turned into something else. He created everything and said that it was good.
You said you'd hear me out, Mom.
Watch your tone.
Hey guys! Sorry I'm late. There's a big storm going on outside. What's going on here?
Isaac, apparently your daughter no longer believes in God.
Is this true, Rosalind?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't see how the Bible is accurate considering what's proven through science. Don't get me wrong, it has great messages, but I just don't see how there could be a higher power out there.
What do you mean? It just doesn't seem that there can be a higher power out there. We raised you to be Christian and to have a relationship with God as your Lord and Savior, and you're throwing all of that away? Is this because of some boy? You know you won't be able to go to heaven, right? That you'll be sent to hell for all of eternity. This isn't just some thing. feel like it. This is life or death. Do you understand that?
Of course I do, Mom, and I can't believe that you think I just throw it all away because I'm dating or have some crush. I thought you'd be better than that.
Yeah, well, I thought I knew you too.
Hey, calm down. Let's all take a breather, okay? Let's let her state her points and just hear her out.
What do you mean just hear her out? Did you not hear what she just said? Do you even care, Isaac?
Of course I care, but I also trust your daughter. Okay, if you really think science can disprove the Bible, tell me how.
One of the ideas I brought up to Mom was the whole idea of evolution and natural selection.
If evolution was real and natural selection is true, then how come humans who are supposed to have descended from monkeys aren't giving birth to monkeys or some kind of weird human-monkey mix, huh?
That's what I thought at first, too, but
Look, Rosalind, evolution basically makes death, disease, and pain okay, and how everything is supposed to be, and you know that is not the case. We only have those things because sin entered the world because of the disobedience of Adam and Eve.
But Mom, there's...
As I was saying, it even says so in the Bible in Genesis 1:24 through 25. So God made the beasts of the earth according to their kind, and he saw that it was good. And humans could have simply evolved because they were formed in God's image. As it says in Genesis 1:26, let us make man in our own image. You know this to be true, Rosalind.
What else caused you to change your mind? It couldn't have just been evolution, right?
Another thing we talked about was the Big Bang.
Oh, don't tell me you believe in that too, right?
Come on, I'm serious. The Earth was created 13.8 billion years ago, and the Bible says it was created in 7 days or 7,000 years, which makes absolutely no sense. The whole universe was created by this singularity, not some God. If there is a God, tell me how the Earth could be created in 7 days or 7,000 years.
How can you believe that our entire existence was caused by some freak accident? And even if the whole universe was created this way, then why don't random explosions on Earth create new things, huh? How was the explosion caused then? Where did the stuff in the singularity come from? Exactly.
The Bible also says that Jesus gave us eternal life if we believed in him, and that Adam and Eve were supposed to live forever, which is not possible. It's impossible. Even with today's medical advances, and certainly not with the ones way back when.
How do you mean it's impossible? You know God frequently does the impossible. He's our creator, and if he says it's the way we're meant to be, then it's the way we're meant to be. There is no arguing with God.
Let her explain.
The human body was meant to die. It wasn't meant to keep us living forever. Its main job is to keep you alive long enough so you can have a bunch of babies and pass on your genes.
Which your uncle Elijah seems to be doing a great job at.
Isaac!
As you were saying,
Eventually the cells stop dividing or turn cancerous, or the joints and the bones weaken, or a multitude of things happen that just cause the body to give up. We humans were not meant to live forever. It's just not in our DNA. Besides, if God was real and showed up in our lives like you said he does, then why didn't we die? It says in Psalms 37:25, I have never seen the righteous forsaken. Well, where was he, huh? We're a Christian family. She was a Christian. Why did Christians die then? Why was she taken from my room? I'm a grown-ass woman. You can't say that.
Go!
I'll go and talk to her.
Oh, God. Where did I go wrong? I've always looked to you for guidance in how to raise her, and now I need your help more than ever. God, give me strength. I don't have all the answers to give to her, and yet she still looks to me. How can I even witness to others and bring more people into your kingdom when I can't even convince my own daughter that you're real? She even brought up... God, give me strength.
Rosalind, open the door.
No!
As long as you were in this house.
What? I should serve the Lord?
No, you will obey my rules.
Fine.
Look, while I respect your decision, you will not disrespect your mother in this household.
What do you mean? Mom is the one who came at me disrespectfully.
And you're the child, she is your mother, you two are not equals. And while I will go talk to her, you need to keep that in mind.
Fine, so why are you here? Is it just to keep lecturing me?
This is my house, so I'll go where I please. Although I did come to check on you, see how you were doing.
How am I doing? I'm fan-freaking-tastic. Honestly, I don't know why I said anything at all. I just thought Mom would understand, you know? She's always been there for me. She's always been my rock. I just thought she'd understand.
Hey, don't give up on her just yet. You just dropped a major bombshell on her. She just needs a little time to process it. And you know how sensitive she is about that name still.
I know, and I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking.
No, you weren't. You brought up your dead sister just to win an argument, Rosalind.
No, I didn't intend for it to be like that. I mean, it's just been something I've been thinking about a lot recently. She was the final nail in the coffin for me. Mom always had the answers, and if she couldn't answer this, then I was done. But don't you think it's been hard on me too? I loved her too. I wouldn't just use her as some pawn to win a dumb argument.
I know you loved her, but you need to learn to think a little more before you speak. Remember, perception is reality, and more often than not, someone will perceive something differently than how you meant it. You know that no matter what, your mother and I will always be here for you.
I don't know if that applies to Mom anymore.
You get your stubbornness from your mother. Both of you have to be right. Whether it's over how to clean up, how to make a sandwich, or even the best way to turn off a computer.
I remember the great sandwich debate of 2015. Mom and I were so set on the right way to make PB&J. She had me go back to the kitchen 5 times to put more on and take some off. And in the end, she just made it herself, though.
And for the sake of innocent bystanders, you both agreed to disagree and just made your own sandwiches.
You were the only other person there, Dad.
Yes, and I'd like to think that I was an innocent bystander.
Okay, sure, Dad. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
All I'm saying is it's okay to disagree. I mean, what family doesn't? All I ask is that you keep it respectful.
Okay, I'll apologize to Mom.
Good. Come on, don't just mope around. You know, I was reading a book on helium the other day. I just couldn't put it down.
Ha ha ha. Real funny, Dad.
Okay. Why can't you trust an atom?
Why?
Because they make up everything.
Dad, you're super corny. Why are you doing this?
Because I'm not gonna let you stay depressed in your room.
Dad, I'm fine.
All right, I'm gonna go talk to your mother. You start working on that apology, okay?
Dad.
Hey, Esther, you okay?
No, Isaac, I'm not okay. First she declares that she's an atheist and that she doesn't believe in God anymore, and then... Where did I go wrong? She was the perfect Proverbs 31 woman, a role model for others, and now she's an atheist? We always prayed in the car together on the way to school. She always told me she prayed at least 3 times a day.
You're talking about her like she's dead. She's still here, Esther. We didn't do anything wrong. She's just going through some trials right now. So are you.
Isaac, what if we...
Trust in how we raised her? Esther, you need to put your faith in God.
No, I'm trying. Believe me, I am. It's just hard.
Hey, do you remember when we first met?
Of course I do. Why are you bringing this up now?
Well, you weren't the model Christian woman back then either, if I can remember correctly.
I don't recall.
Oh, really? Do I need to bring up the infamous spring break in '92?
I'm not bringing that up. It's pertinent to the conversation right now.
Well, you did your fair share of exploring too while you were in college. If I can recall, you were Catholic, Muslim, Buddhist, agnostic, atheist, and deist, all within the same month? Among other extracurricular activities. My point being that you found your way eventually, even if it took you a while. God had a plan for you. And through your many college experiences, you were able to find the truth and have your own testimony to share.
Isaac, what if she never comes back?
She will. She just needs to forge her own path and find the answers to the questions only God can answer. Even if it takes Rosalind her entire life, we will still stick by her and help her out. After all, God doesn't give up on his children, so neither should we.
You're right. But right now, I just can't. She said her name, and Rosalind knows how I feel about that.
You know, I understand how you feel better than anyone else. I don't agree with what she did, but I think we should at least hear her out and let her say what she has to say.
Isaac, please.
Esther, you are a strong and capable Christian woman. Don't let the devil come between our family. You know that I will always be here for you.
Now, you go get her, and I'll get things ready for you.
All right, sounds like a plan. Dinner's ready.
Everything looks good, Mom.
So we thank you for this meal, and in Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
So what did you learn in school?
Well, we learned about natural selection, and it basically works through microevolution, which is like the change in size and color of a species, and then macroevolution, which is the creation of a new species. These changes happen through random errors in the genes, and they cause random errors in the DNA. Like in the case of the whale, it caused the nose to be further back on the head, and that's how we got whales. And, you know, there's almost fossil evidence of this.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. What was that thing you were saying about humans and monkeys?
Oh, the common thought behind people thinking that humans would have a humanoid monkey mix child kind of thing is almost the same thing as saying, well, adults have children, so why are there still adults? Which makes absolutely no sense. We shared a common ancestor, but over time our species grew apart.
That's pretty cool. Hey Esther, do you know what time of day Adam was created?
Well, it doesn't say explicitly in the Bible, but Adam was created sometime during day 6.
Oh no, he was created a little before Eve. Hey Rosalind, do you know what the first math problem in the Bible is?
No, what?
When God told Adam and Eve to go forth and multiply.
That's gross.
Sorry, couldn't help it. What else have you been learning?
Well, we learned about the Big Bang, which is pretty interesting.
Speaking of the big,
Isaac!
sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Thanks for trying, Dad.
What are you?
Mom, I know you're mad at me, but just hear me out. I love science. Science has given me the answers that the Bible never could. It answered questions from preachers' sermons that I never understood. Science is constantly new and reinventing itself. But it wasn't the facts or the logic that made me start doubting God. It was the unanswerable question. Why? Why was she taken from us? I'm sorry the way I brought her up, and I know I shouldn't have, but you have to respect my freedom to choose what I believe in, Mom.
I know it still hurts. Believe me, I do. I see so much of myself in you, and I just don't want you making the same mistakes I did. Allow me this one opportunity to answer Christian. And if you still don't agree, then that's okay. And I won't agree, but I'll still support you. Sweetheart, we pass on because of the sins of Adam and Eve. They introduced death into the world and separated us from God our Father. Only through Jesus do we get the opportunity to be reconnected with Him. And through that connection do we receive eternal life. It's as Jesus says in John 14:6, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Since we believe in Him, we will not perish, but have everlasting life. And that's why, even though it's hard, I can make it through every day knowing that I'll see her again. That this is all a part of God's plan. I don't understand why either, but I know that there is a reason and a purpose for everything that happens in this world.
I know that we will be able to see her again in heaven and be able to live with her again on the new earth being after the rapture.
Thank you.
This whole night, you and your mother have been arguing about either science or the Bible being right and the other being wrong. But it doesn't have to be like that. It's like family. We may have different opinions, but at the end of the day, you are still our daughter, and we're still family.
But
And we're always gonna be family.
that's different.
Not really. Let's go back to evolution. Even the Bible says that the snake changed forms. It says it in Genesis 3:14. Because of what you have done, you have been cursed. Cursed to slink on your belly and eat dirt all your life. So that means, for the curse, the snake had legs and was able to walk instead of slithering. And while we were created in God's image, no one knows what he looks like, or even if he meant physically or spiritually in his image. Evolution doesn't provide a reason for all the bad in the world. And the Bible simply gives us a reason for change. In fact, it created it. The curse is what brought pain in childbirth, sexism, intensive labor, and death. It says it in Genesis 3:16-19. You will give birth to your babies in pain. You will want to please your husband, but he will lord it over you. You will work in pain all your life long, until you return to that ground, dead and buried. You see, we're all made of the same atoms, as in the stars and in the dirt. Being able to live and not succumb to God's curse is God's gift. God's gift is what allows people and animals to live and adapt to our new environments.
No, that actually kind of makes sense.
I recently read an article by the NCBI and this other by Utah University.
That's pretty random, Dad.
I was trying to find the answer to my crossword puzzle. Anyways, I learned about these things called telomerase, and they produce these things called telomeres that get added into a cell. And these telomeres basically allow a cell to become immortal, as long as it continues to work properly.
How does that work?
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but when a cell divides, it cuts off a little bit of the end of DNA. But that's okay, because it's cutting off telomeres. But as the cell continues to divide, there becomes less and less telomeres, until eventually the cell can no longer divide and there's not enough telomeres left to protect the DNA.
We learned that in my cell biology class.
So we have the capability of living forever and not aging. But because the curse introduced death, eventually the telomerase stops producing telomeres, and then we age and die.
I'm not sure if I'm totally convinced. What about the Big Bang?
Yeah, that's the one where both sides can't win.
Wrong! Boy, do I love saying that. I don't get to say that often enough to your mother.
Ha ha.
So I used to think that an object in motion had to stay in motion, unless acted upon by an outside force. So it makes sense to me that God's voice be the thing to set the whole Big Bang into motion. Don't you think? Seeing how he spoke the world into creation?
Okay, where are you going with this?
Well, I don't know if anyone's ever told you this before, but time is a human construct. It says in the Bible, a day is like 1,000 years. Keyword there being like. God and us humans don't live on the same time scale. So it makes sense that in the telling of the story of our creation, he simplified it to help us better understand it. And that is where the fundamental assumption you two made comes into play.
What?
That God and science are the same purpose. The purpose of the Bible is to tell us how we should live our lives, the whys of our existence. That is what it teaches. Science, on the other hand, tells us about the world around us and how it works. The Bible is the big picture, and science is the particular. Why do you think God created science? Because he knew that we would become curious about the world around us, so he gave us a way to figure it out. As we progress as a species, so did our knowledge progress, as it was beneficial to do so. Just like how when you were little and asked how babies do, we didn't give you all the details then. All we told you was it happens when two people love each other very much. Were we wrong?
No.
Exactly. We didn't give you all the details back then, but as you got older, we taught you more and more as it became beneficial for you to know.
Beneficial? Maybe. Comfortably? Not at all.
All I'm saying is give God and science a chance. After all, the world is better with an open mind. I mean, just look at the two of you. A couple seconds ago, you were both arguing and yelling at each other, and weren't even able to take a simple joke. You both need to relax, and while it is serious, you have to remember not to be so stubborn. You don't have to agree with everybody you meet, but you should at least give them the courtesy of actually listening and not just defending or denying.
I guess I was pretty stubborn back there. Do you forgive me?
Of course I do, Mom. And I'm sorry too. I love you.
I love you too.
Aww.
Dad!
Would you look at that? It stopped raining outside.
Come on, let's finish eating before our food gets cold.
Yes, please. I am starving.
Dad, you're always hungry.
Well, at least I haven't started getting my freshman 15.
Oh, he's right.
Oh.
He gained a freshman 40.
Hey, you guys want to hear some good jokes?
More like cringy jokes.
Why are Adams Catholic?
Uh-oh. Why?
Because they have mass! Okay, what about this one? What's the first baseball game in the Bible?
Oh, curious again.
The big game. Eve stole first, Adam stole second. King got struck out, and the Giants and the Angels got rained out. All right, this one's for you, Bill. What do you do with a sick chemist?
If you can't heal him and you can't cure him, then you might as well bury him.
Everyone who is seriously involved in the pursuit of science becomes convinced that some spirit is manifest in the laws of the universe. Albert Einstein. Even though they have the same questions, please answer honestly and thoroughly, because this is just used to track if the show is effective or not. So don't mind that the answers are the same. The post survey does have one question that is different. As well, you will be given this time to fill out the surveys, as well as if you have any questions or comments about the show or the nature of the show or any the topics that we talk about in the show that you aren't allowed to in your survey. Now is your time to ask those questions or say those comments.
I think it's interesting how you touched on the connection between religion and science, because I think, I mean, obviously I'm a little bit older, but, in college and stuff, I had the same questions, same thoughts,
life experience. I definitely wanted to put a lot more reality into the show than fiction and making the conflict huge and unrealistic. Yes, Caleb?
So I watched it last night too. And I think I liked it even better this time because I caught some other things and was able to focus on like different points in the story. But I have a question for you. I was just wondering if you brought any of your personal experience into the show. Like, did you know, put some of your life experiences and write them into the show?
Definitely. Like the characters, like the family that you see portrayed here is basically my own family, except that my father is actually the mother figure and my mother is actually the father figure in this. And definitely I connect a bit with the daughter in the questioning, but I've always been able to find my answers throughout the Bible and things like that. But there's a lot of my own thoughts and doubts that is shown here in the show, portrayed in the characters, people that I know, like my mother and my father. Like my dad's side of the family is largely Jehovah's Witness, so a lot of those ideas and interpretations and characteristics are shown in the show.
We love you.
Get like a copy of the show, like a recorded copy. I know it's like, maybe you couldn't record or take pictures or anything, but is it gonna be available on like some type of electronic format?
I can definitely see about getting it on.
It'll be available on YouTube. I can send you guys a link to it.
Thank you. I'll put my email address on the survey.
Nice, thank you. Yes, Kate?
I wanted to ask you a question you asked. It was, do you believe that science and religion can be compatible? I want to know your thoughts.
I personally definitely think science and religion can be compatible. I mean, that's one of the basis for this show, because, like, I don't know how many all of you guys know me too well. I see a lot of familiar faces in the crowd. But I am a woman of God. I love God. I'm a Christian woman. But I'm also in the Biotech Academy, and I love science. I mean, I would go to summer camp for nerds and study science. And so I definitely belong to both the religious and scientific communities. And it kind of breaks my heart to see the amount of hate that they have for each other. And so that's one of the reasons going into the show. And so because when I read the Bible, I definitely see the science in it. So when I read, like, when I was reading Genesis over, and I can't remember, I think I just taken biology, like I was thinking, like, oh yeah, I can see how, like, you know, evolution in this, and I can see the different science in it, so it was never, like, really too much of a question for me. So I definitely believe both of those can come together. Yes, Courtney?
You don't have to answer this. Was there ever a time where you doubted God because you were very into science, or did you always think that they go hand in hand?
I think that I have doubted God seriously for a lot of different reasons. And science was one of them at a point in time, because I just really, I just couldn't see, a lot of things I could see connect, but there are certain, like, big things, like when I thought about, like, in terms of, like, the Big Bang, in terms of, like, how the universe was created and in the order in which it was created, things like that, I couldn't wrap my head around as to how they could both be true, just like Rosalind couldn't in the show. And there's a lot of things that I just couldn't figure out, and so that was a large part of the show. And my mother, who is someone who does kind of share the same belief that science and religion can be compatible. I had asked her about it, and then she would break it down and explain to me, like, oh, this is how it can connect. And she was one of the people who helped me write the show. And when I was like, because I wanted to talk about evolution, Big Bang, and human immortality, because I know those are big controversial subjects. And so some of them I'm like, I can't understand how this can work both ways. And she would just tell me, like, okay, no, this is how it works. And she explained it to me. Hope that answered the question. Yes, it's up. Oh. Cool. Is everyone done with their surveys? Yes. Cool. My lovely ushers will come around and collect those. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for coming to this show. I know you took some time out of your busy schedules to come see it. And I greatly appreciate you guys for coming out. Thank you so much. And here are the lovely actors. So, we're going to be helping me put a lot of things away, so just hang tight.